What's going on, guys? This is your man, Real Deal, Steven Steele, coming to you live this Sunday night. Wow, a lot of breaking news, a lot of things going on. Complete chaos. Crypto wars at an all-time fever pitch. And Elon Musk absolutely smashing it all over Twitter today, just letting it loose, letting the hammer loose. Folks, we are in unprecedented times, in an unprecedented market, and we are going to bring it all here for you tonight. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready, people? We got Beef Supreme, we've got Ariel, we got the Hold channel, we got Kyle, we got Thegus, we've got Andy, we've got Northwoods Peachtree, we've got Donnie DeVille, we've got Dogecoin Tweet, we have got Damien, we've got Jason Huffman, we've got D-Man, Dakota, Mama Crypto. The list goes on, Let's get to it, people. Let's get to it. Smash that like button. It's the number one thing you can do to help a new emerging community like this get in front of more eyes. Takes a split second of your time, doesn't cost you a dime. Hit that like button, people. Secondly, if you're new here, I'd like to personally welcome you. My name is Steven Steele. You are watching the one and only Doge After Dark. I'd like to encourage you to join this community, sync up with us. We are a rapidly growing, exciting, passionate, expanding community that's just growing each and every day. So, join us, sync up with us. You're going to meet new friends. We're going to have wild times on the way to the moon. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and press all on that notification bell. And if you've already subscribed, make sure you hit that notification bell with all on it as well. Guys, we got a couple super chats coming in right now. Doge Zero starting things off. Thank you so much. Doge Zero, $4.99. Rock on, Steven. Hashtag Dogecoin Rise. Thank you, Doge Zero. Appreciate you. Anthony Grant, a regular supporter and community member, coming in with $5. Top of the night, Mr. Steele. Let's get this party started. Amen, my friend. Amen. That's how we do it. Thank you again for your continued support. Anthony Grant. What's up, Esteban? What's up, Darthman25? What is going on, guys? Let me refresh the chart here, guys, just really quickly. I notice I think the chart is stuck, so just give me a moment with that. And I will sort that. Okay. Now we're good to go. At this time, I would like to bring in a man that needs very little introduction to these circles. It is Dogecoin millionaire, Nick Balls. What is up, Nick?
What's up, Steven? Sunday. We'll sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
Yeah. Sunday, indeed. I mean, absolute pandemonium just happening all across the crypto world right now, to the likes of which we've never seen. Elon Musk just absolutely unloading today and just putting it all out there. And I have a feeling that the fight that they are picking with Elon, they are going to regret. What do you say, Nick?
Wow, Steven, where do I start? Well, isn't it obvious that when Dogecoin first took off in February, Bitcoin was essentially at the same level it's at right now, and Dogecoin sitting at a comfortable 50 cents. Just about. Hilarious. Could anyone have ever predicted this outcome? I mean, it is just pandemonium on a Sunday. You know, Elon, known for tweeting at odd hours, has been pretty much with it all day long. I find it just, if anything, comical. And the crypto wars that are taking place are really, it's just a laugh to me at this point. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is very crazy. Upshot, I'd like to welcome Upshot to the chat. What good to see you, my friend.
Upshot.
Yeah, Upshot is in the house, so we all love Upshot here, and our fans are Upshot fans. It's so great to see Upshot in the house. Mr. Fredo, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Hey, yo, I don't think people understand how awesome this is. BTC crashed and Doge held strong. We are seeing history. Much love, fam. Yeah, that was pretty much what, I think that's pretty well stated. I think that kind of echoes nicely to what the sentiments Nick was getting into there. There's been a lot of talk out there, guys, a lot of talk out there on what to make of this, what's going to happen going forward, and where do we go from here? How's this going to affect our investments as well? Christopher Earl coming at $5 super chat, best show in town. Thank you, my man. Appreciate that. Dakota, thank you, Dakota. Coming with a $4.99 super chat. What's up, Nick? And love the Twitter stream. And Steven, you definitely got a subscriber now. Love the style of the show. Got the vibe of Kevin Sky music. I think I know. Yeah. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, Dakota. And welcome to the community. Welcome to the channel. So for those of you who maybe are kind of maybe a little out of the loop for the day, we're just going to summarize here. What started happening is a lot of the Bitcoin maximalists, I guess for lack of a better description, have been going all in on Elon in recent weeks, and Elon finally kind of snapped today, right, where he just went all in on Twitter. To the point of just trolling them back to hilarious degrees, to just breaking it down like, hey, listen, he's basically warning them like, this is a can you don't want to open up. Trust me, he's basically telling them in so many words. And he even implied that, what was that tweet exactly, Nick, where he implied that that Tesla, if this keeps up, that Tesla might move out all its Bitcoin investment?
Yes. Yeah. I can't. I'm looking for it right now. Somebody said.
Yes. Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah. So I'm getting to it right now, Nick. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going on. I'm pulling up Elon's timeline right now. So basically, Elon had some very intense back and forth today, the most intense we've ever seen. Peter, and his name is Peter Mick Obnoxious. That's what he goes by on Twitter. And he's a big Bitcoin maximalist. And he's got over 200,000 subscribers. And he says, Dear Elon Musk. So these are all people starting stuff with Elon, by the way. These are all people that have been starting stuff with Elon, not the other way around. Dear Elon Musk, the perfect troll is one where people don't know whether it is a troll or not. Your recent poorly informed criticism of Bitcoin and support for Doge may be the perfect troll, or you might actually believe this. In parentheses, God, I hope not. Very patronizing. Very patronizing. To which Elon responded, Bitcoin is actually highly centralized, with a supermajority controlled by a handful of big mining, aka hashing companies, a single coal mine in, how do you say that city in China?
Xinjiang.
Sorry, thank you. Xinjiang flooded, almost killing miners, and Bitcoin hash rate dropped 35%. Sound decentralized to you? And then he said, hey, cryptocurrency experts, quote unquote, ever heard of PayPal? It's possible. Maybe that I know that you realize about how money works. So, and then Michael Saylor, who's another big Bitcoin maximalist, said this: architecture creates 7 layers of security and serves as the foundation for the world's first and greatest digital monetary network. There is no more efficient technology for converting energy into prosperity. And his name is Michael Saylor. And then, so his last name is spelled Saylor, Saylor, and Elon just responded, Sailor Moon, Saylor. And so he starts trolling back there, just going all in, guys. MD Hewitt coming at the $1.99 super chat. What is influencing the price? What is influencing our price the most? What's like Dogecoin? What's influencing Dogecoin price the most? The people, man. Obviously, Elon, is sharing a pretty good brunt of that right now. But it's the people power. It's the people power. It's the people's currency, backed by a man of the people who's proved himself to be that over and over again, and that's Elon Musk. Nick?
Yeah, I mean, anytime someone gets confused about what is influencing any price, it doesn't matter if we're talking about a stock or a currency or a cryptocurrency. The only thing that anyone puts a value on an asset is confidence. It's confidence that that asset is going to rise and not fall. That's why people take money out of assets and put them in other assets. And that's the only reason right now Bitcoin fell to almost $44,000 and Dogecoin didn't do a damn thing. It just held. It didn't move up. It didn't move down. It just held. And that, my friends, is the meaning of confidence.
Yeah, that is an exemplary example of confidence. Speaking of which, I was talking about this a little earlier on David's Twitter space, David Gostein. Bitcoin maximalists, the Bitcoin community could have handled this whole thing entirely different. That would have been so much more advantageous for them, right? It could have been so much more advantageous for them. Just imagine as if upon hearing the news of Elon deciding to part ways with Bitcoin in the capacity of its relationship to Tesla for now, if instead of the reaction they're giving him, that they would have handled it something like this. Hey, we're disappointed to hear this, but we would like to thank you for helping to bring so much attention to what we feel is an excellent currency, and you bringing so much new money and investment into this coin. And we are going to continue to work on the energy efficiencies of Bitcoin, and we're working with green miners, and we hope that you'll reconsider us in the future. All the best, right?
Instead, they all seem to gather together and agree to be a bunch of crybabies. Like,
to put it mildly.
They went the exact opposite approach. I think if all of the BTC Maxi people would have banded together and took your wise words of advice, they could be in a completely different situation right now. And they woke up today and chose violence, as Crypto Batman would say.
Yeah. I agree. It's one of these things where they chose violence. Yeah, I mean, in a sense that they did. They chose this. And, when people see the way, Elon's been responding, maybe what not everybody sees is he's finally responding after taking so much crap from these people. Finally responding. And, they are underestimating Elon at their own peril. He has 155 IQ. We know now that he's been working with the Dogecoin development team behind the scenes for at least 3.5 years now. We know this to be a fact. And if you noticed, since his Saturday Night Live appearance, his tone has gotten a lot more matter of fact, right? Since he kind of got burned in a sense, and since the thing with Barry went down and the coordinated shorting of Dogecoin, over Saturday Night Live, in part an effort to try to make Elon look bad while being on national TV in front of his closest friends and family. What kind of effect do you think that's going to have on Elon?
You know, I was just about to say that I think for somebody who doesn't have any real connection to money at all, meaning he has so much money that there is no monetary value that could sway this man. Essentially, you know, what this means is that it's become personal, and now he has to make Dogecoin succeed because now this is like a personal vendetta. You know, the BTC maxis have brought it to home court, and Elon I think he's had enough of it. I just wanted to bring up something he tweeted. I don't know if we brought this up yesterday. This was last night. Somebody said, you know, he tweeted at him, "Hey Elon, would you solve the major concentration problem with Dogecoin?" This was actually something I brought up to you, Stephen, the other night, if he knew about this or not. And he said, "My understanding is that the big accounts are exchanges. Would be good to confirm though. Am told the biggest one is Robinhood. He knows that the largest that there really is no whale in Dogecoin. These are all exchange wallets." So he is now aware that there really isn't a concentration problem with Dogecoin, and likewise, there's no concentration problem with the mining. Mining is more decentralized than Bitcoin. It's less open to an attack. So having, you know, there's no coal mining and facility in China that's dominating the Dogecoin blockchain. You know, it's just not happening. Yeah,
I agree with that. I'd like to also bring in a guest that she's going to join us for a little bit here. I call her. I don't know what name you're going by, but I call her Little Lauren. Lauren, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Lauren is definitely a Dogecoin supporter. You may have seen her around on Twitter and maybe in a few of the Twitter spaces. She goes by the Twitter handle Little Human Impact something. Right?
Little Humans Big Impact.
Little Humans Impact.
I talk to her like every day. What's up?
Hey.
I love the Discord name too. Optimal Primus. I love it.
Yeah. So, welcome, Lauren. Obviously, we're talking about the massive fallout going on in the market, the very contentious power struggle that we are finding ourselves in with Bitcoin maximalists and Elon and, of course, all of us in the Dogecoin space. What are you making of all this?
It's absolutely incredible. What I find funny is that when he did make his announcement about Tesla not accepting Bitcoin anymore, I'm sure it was such a hard decision for him. It was a hard thing to even tweet. And he even said himself, he said it wasn't like forever. They took it as if like he bashed Bitcoin. He said they would never accept it ever again. He did not even say that. To me, it sounded more like for now. And they totally took it wrong. They acted like big babies and pretty much had a tantrum, it seemed. And they just started attacking him. To where now I'm even seeing tweets from some guy named Dennis. He's a big Bitcoin maxi, and he's saying to like boycott Tesla, don't buy Teslas, sell your Tesla, or don't sign up to get a Cybertruck, cancel it. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, agreed. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I do want to expand more on that. I'm going to get to these super chats first. Tanner and Katie Maxfield for $4.99. How do you see the Tesla shorts by the BTC maxis playing out in the short and long term? We were just getting that, and then Lauren was just touching on that. I think this is going to be a tremendous strategic error on behalf of the Bitcoin maximalists. If they indeed try to go ahead and short Tesla stock tomorrow, I think it's not only going to not work, I think it's going to have an effect, but not a significant effect. At the same time, here they are again, taking that stick and just pushing it right into the hornet's nest. And what do you think this is going to do to Elon. We're already seeing Elon. They're pushing Elon to take they're pushing Elon to go full scorched earth, folks, and that's what we're going to see. In my opinion, that's what we're going to continue to see because of Bitcoin maximalists behavior. I don't think they're self-aware enough to accomplish the very basics, you know. So yeah, this has been happening literally every stream now, and it's just I'm just so over it. And sometimes it won't even come back strong enough, and I just have to go take it over to Twitter Spaces. So Spectrum, y'all suck. Y'all suck. I'm done.
Yeah.
We're
Spectrum,
going.
you're trash.
Spectrum is trash. Going to Comcast, then going to Starlink. That's what we're doing. We're gonna all move to Starlink, Texas.
Starbase.
Someone says send Steven to the moon. He will have much better internet service there. You're probably right, Chris. You're probably right.
Closer to the satellites, maybe. I know that's Starlink.
What kind of router do you have?
I don't know, man. Just what I don't know. Just what the default router
gave you.
Yeah.
You should get I've got Google Mesh in my home. Mesh routing is like the way to go if you're going to be doing streaming for sure.
Yeah, but you'll have to advise me on that. So, yeah, just follow up with me about that because I do have to get this in order like right away. So we're going to get Comcast. They'll get a new router. And in the next couple days here, I'm just going to get this all sorted. Anyway, most people are coming back in the room now that we're reestablished. SR coming in with a super chat of $1.99. Spectrum gives me GB speed. Yeah. Thank you, SR. Appreciate that, guys. And yeah, sorry, this has become just kind of a customary thing on Doge After Dark for Spectrum to, short. They're shorting us. They're shorting Doge After Dark.
They're shorting Steven Steele.
Yes, they're shorting Steven Steele.
Should I take $100,000 short out on Spectrum stock?
Yes, you should. No.
Maybe I will.
Yeah, well, we're gonna. Yeah, we're not just to cover our legalities. We're not literally advocating for shorting anything, but
no.
My guests are Dogecoin millionaire Nick Balls and Lil Lauren, aka Little Impact, Big Humans, right?
Or Little Humans, Big Impact.
Sorry, Little Humans, Big Impact.
You'll get it one day.
I just like Lil Lauren, but
That's fine.
Lil Lauren is what I like to call her. Buck, 1685, $2 super chat. Nervous Doge pays for Elon versus BC war. Big Barry. Oh no, Big Barry's back. Big Barry with the $4.99 super chat says, "Don't make me dispute this mother again. Don't make me disrupt this mother again. Bitcoin rules, baby." Bitcoin.
Every night. Barry's in here like clockwork. Every time we go down.
Yeah.
Barry, the big bad Silbert, comes in here and shuts the internet off for like 2 minutes. I hate Barry.
But I don't know, but he also super chats every day. So
I guess he pays for it.
Yeah, it
why not? Yeah.
kind of balances out. So yeah, it kind of balances out. So
how bad do you think Barry's hurting right now? Like, realistically, he lost $250 million on his Doge short, and now he's got to be down at least that on Bitcoin.
Yeah, I mean,
he's down $500 million.
That was a very expensive exercise in spite, for Barry. That I'm sure he's having lots of second thoughts about now. You guys keep coming through these super chats. Thank you for that. Trucking All Day, $5. Elon, please go all in with Dogecoin. Trucking All Day, I really feel that's where the trajectory is going, and quickly. Don't you guys think so?
I mean, the Bitcoin maxis keep digging the hole for themselves. It's even deeper. They're just going to push him even further. They're going about it all the wrong way. The way they're attacking him is just going to push him Doge all the way. Like, I don't know what they're thinking.
110% agreed. Nick?
Yeah, I mean, if today was any like sign of what's to come, I mean, it's not going to get any better for them. That's for sure.
Esteban, big supporter of the show. Thank you, Esteban. And great name, by the way. It's obviously the Spanish version of mine. Coming up with a $5 super chat here so you can upgrade your internet service and be able to receive landline calls and at the same time you're using internet. Thank you, Esteban. Appreciate that. Yeah, the Comcast is coming in, guys. And we're gonna get a new router ASAP as well. SR $1.99 coming in. Thank you for that, SR. Bitcoin picked a fight with the wrong dog. Well stated. I like that. You messed with the wrong dog, man.
Absolutely.
Yes. So what's transpiring here, guys, is the Bitcoin maxis are basically forcing Elon's hand to go completely scorched earth. And I think the way this plays out and the way this is going to continue to play out for a little while, guys, just be prepared. Hold on. The whole market's going to even I think it's going to likely take a bigger dip than what we've already seen all the way across the board. It's going to affect Dogecoin as well, but I will say it's going to affect Dogecoin less than most other coins.
I agree. I feel like it's going to be the one that's more stable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you think?
I think this continues. I think this continues to get ugly because the Bitcoin maxis, they're a very radical sect of people. These are people that genuinely feel that Bitcoin is the only legitimate cryptocurrency out there, and everything else is not legitimate. And so this is a very radical view to have. So these people are very difficult to reason with. They don't want to share the space. They have no interest in sharing the space. They have no interest in coexisting with other communities of other coins. They feel that Bitcoin is the only coin that matters, and that's that. So.
But that's like saying there could only be one soft drink, one soda, wherever it is you call it, pop. That's like there's Coca-Cola and there's Pepsi. They're both very popular. They're similar, but they're each their own, and they're up there in the same category. And why can't there be more than one? Yes, Bitcoin was the first, and they opened the door, and they can be proud of that, and they can hold on to that as being the OG. But to me, they need to realize the world is diverse. And whatever scene it is, there's always going to be diversity. And being like that is just going to push people away. And the way that they're attacking Elon and all the other communities, especially Dogecoin community, it takes away from their credibility. People are going to be turned off after a while by Bitcoin now, even more than they already were, as seeing it as for more rich people and that it wasn't really attainable for a regular average person. Now they're going to be turned off even more.
So the important question that I have for you after all that, little Lauren, is this: what's your favorite soft drink?
What's funny is I'm actually not big on soda at all. But if I had to choose, I don't drink a lot of soda either. But let's say you're indulging. For me, I never drink soda unless I'm having pizza. For example, right,
I need to have soda with pizza.
That's what. When you have pizza, like soda does really go with it so well.
Right.
So I would usually choose like a cherry Coke or cherry Pepsi. I like cherry. Root beer.
Yes. That's how I roll. Root beer all the way. Root beer with pizza is definitely the super combo. What about you, Nick?
I don't know what any of these words mean.
Oh, come on. Come on, my carbless friend.
You're still on that strict diet.
Pizza, I don't know what that is.
What did you eat today? What did you even eat today?
You don't want to know.
Oh, I want to know.
I eat the same thing every day. I
can't do that.
I have a chef. I have like a meal prep company. They actually just delivered my food a little while ago, and I eat chicken and rice and green beans twice a day. I go over to my girlfriend's house on Sundays, and she makes me turkey burgers and a salad. And then at night, I usually have beef. So, like, usually beef tacos, sometimes beef and, like, pasta, but no, like, sauce or anything.
Oh, my God.
With a vegetable of some kind. But I do that every day.
Wait, why? I have questions, Nick. Why pasta but no sauce?
Well, people don't realize like tomatoes have tons of carbs. So
I have heard
more than pasta though.
It's true.
Well, it all fits into a plan. Like everything's calculated out.
Oh, so it comes down to the calculations then and the ratios.
Like
Got it.
Yeah. So I could probably have less pasta with sauce, but I'd prefer to have more pasta and I put what's that oil called? Macadamia nut oil on there on top.
I do like
Macadamia nut oil.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but I do, like most of the year I don't eat like this. I eat like this for 3 months to get ready for a competition or a photo shoot, which I have in June, and then I go back to like McDonald's and shit. Like,
Okay, that's understandable.
yeah.
I have heard when people are into competing, they do have to get insanely strict, of course, to get your body primed and everything. So I can understand that. It's just that dedication. I just don't have that in me. I mean, I'm a fortunate person that I'm healthy and I'm naturally, I guess you could say, thin. But I'm not. I don't have like 6-pack abs or anything because I do like a variety of food in my life. But your dedication is impressive.
I
Thank you.
have what I would describe as an athletic dad bod. Pasta la Vista, baby. Start your engines, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Frodo coming in with $1.99. Coca-Cola and Pepsi suck. It's all about Cactus Cooler. What's Cactus Cooler? You know what? That sounds like the favorite soda of my friend, the Crypto Cowboy. It sounds like he would have some Cactus Cooler with some Texas toast. Have you ever heard of Cactus Cooler?
I have never heard of it either.
I don't know what that is. I legitimately don't know what that is. Like,
Never
not
heard of
goofing
it.
around.
Yeah, Cactus Cooler. I'm assuming maybe it's like a brew. Like, I don't know. So
Sounds like it.
yeah. I'm gonna have to maybe Google it when I'm not in the air.
Yeah.
So guys, moving forward here, I really think things are gonna get kind of dark. And I would encourage the community to just really hang tough here because I think coming out on the other end of this is it's as the old saying goes, it's always darkest before the dawn. I think Elon has to go scorched earth before Dogecoin can really reach its full potential. The great news is once we weather through this storm, I think things are going to get really wild style, parabolic, to the likes of which we've never seen before. What do you say about that? Take it, Lauren, and then Nick.
I actually agree. I do think for a while there, it's going to be a bit of a struggle. We need to stay positive. We need to hold strong. But I think once we get through it, we're going to be on a trajectory, like really, really fast. And it's going to surprise a lot of people.
I would tend to agree as well. A lot of people know me on this channel, and people that have seen me on Papa Upshot Show know that I'm a big technical analysis guy, and I do a lot of charting and graphing. And, we know for a fact that Dogecoin moves in 500% increments from movement to movement. That would put our next parabolic run to exactly $1. That being said, we've discussed this for a while. The catalysts that drive Dogecoin parabolic runs are usually much greater than the average sum of a normal move to the upside. We're talking about huge, gigantic, sometimes 1,000% increase runs in the course of a day. So, I've made it very clear. I've been very honest with your listeners. People have seen, I originally had a screenshot of my first Dogecoin purchase back from 2014, which was exactly 4 million Doge. I put 10 grand on Doge back in 2014. And so far I've sold 1 million coins. The first was at 0.08 cents, and the second the first $500,000 was then, the second $500,000 was at a little over 17 cents. And people know that I put the other half, I put the money I made from buying and selling the first half into Cardano, which was a mistake. And then I put the other half into BNB, which also was a mistake. Both of which have made me money. But I decided after that second sell, I had so much anxiety going on in my life that, I essentially I had like a few 2 or 3 days where I was just like freaking out for no reason. It doesn't change my status or, financial wealth or anything like that. But I decided that I'm not going to sell any more Dogecoin until I truly believe that right now, as we stand, Dogecoin is worth more than $1. And I'm not going to sell a single one of my Doge until we are at that level and stabilized. I don't care if that's next week or in 7 more years. It doesn't matter to me. I've been here long enough. I literally been here since the beginning. I have time. And I just feel like everybody should realize what our true potential is and what our true worth is. And right now, it's more than $1.
There you have it.
I agree.
There you have it, folks. Right from Dogecoin, Nick Ball's mouth. So Nick has invested, took out a loan to invest $10,000 into Dogecoin way back in 2014. And now he holds well over $3 million worth of Dogecoin. So, if a guy like this is hanging tough and is very at peace about his resolve about holding all of his investment, I think
we're almost just to re-up. We're actually almost up to 6 million.
You are? You mean?
Wow, incredible.
Yeah, current value, 3 million. Steven, 3 million. That was like, that was when we first started. When I first came on the show.
Yeah.
And we were at, before the.
I follow you on Twitter, obviously, but I actually didn't know that was your position with Doge. I had no idea whatsoever. I just saw that you had a cool Doge tattoo, and I thought that was worth the follow alone. I think it's really incredible your position with Doge, and congratulations.
Thanks. I wouldn't, trust me. People gave me a lot of shit for getting a Dogecoin tattoo. I wouldn't have gotten a Dogecoin tattoo had it have not turned me into a multimillionaire. I encourage people go out, show support for Dogecoin, but don't get a Dogecoin tattoo on your face or something unless you were here in the very beginning. The only reason I got that tattoo is because I literally was probably, one of the, I don't know, maybe one of the first people who put that much money into the coin at the time.
Right.
Too late, man. I got a Shiba Inu tramp stamp yesterday. Upshot says Bitcoin is.
Let's see it.
No. I'm.
Guys, I have a question. I want to know your opinions on this. So Peter McObnoxious.
Oh God.
And he wrote, when the rug pulls, and it will pull, Doge bag holders will be holding nothing but a bag of Doge shit. They will lose money, and many will have invested because they have not had the time to do the hard work, and they will believe you. What is this guy even talking about, the hard work? And how dare he say we're going to be left with a bag of dog shit? That alone is going to push everyone to hodl and put more money into it, especially Elon, to work more with it. What are your guys' thoughts?
Well, I just say this real quick? He also said Aston Martins are better than Teslas, and I commented on there, and I said he lost his damn mind because I am a car enthusiast. Thinking an Aston Martin is better than a Tesla, you have lost your mind, sir. This guy is.
Well, these are this is the behavior of somebody that's in the throes, right? They're spiraling. They understand the threat that's being posed right now, and they're just making it much.
This is desperation,
right? They're making it much worse on themselves. And they're in a spiral, and they're lashing out instead of remaining calm under pressure, which is the best thing, honestly, they could do. That would instill more consumer confidence, not less, by them acting like a bunch of, high tantrum babies. This is what's really at the crux of what's prompting, and for them to be as vindictive against Elon. That's really what's prompting the spiral that we're seeing right now. BTC is in an absolute spiral right now, guys. Just pulling up the charts right now. It's absolutely spiraling.
Almost 42K. You want to know something hilarious, Steven?
Wow.
Just 1 second.
Remember?
1 second, guys.
Yeah.
And also just a little caveat to Lauren. We try not to swear in here just for my monetization on YouTube. So
sorry.
No, it's okay. That's okay. It's your first time on here. I'm not scolding you. I'm just be mindful of it. I sometimes got to remind guests it's not a big deal. But we're going to get to, I mean, Bitcoin's an absolute free fall, the likes we've never seen right now. Guys, if you haven't hit that like button, smash that like button. Takes a split second of your time, doesn't cost you a dime. It's the number one thing you can do to help a new, quickly emerging channel like this get in front of more eyeballs and expand this community. Secondly, if you're new here, I'd like to personally welcome you. My name's Steven Steele. You are watching Doge After Dark. My special guests are Dogecoin millionaire Nick Balls and Lil Lauren, aka Lil Big Impact. Lil Human's Big Impact. But I'm for all intents and purposes, I like to call Lil Lauren. It's her first time on the show. She's doing fantastic. And lastly, if you feel compelled to super chat at all throughout this show, that's hugely appreciated for all my time and efforts. And I prioritize those questions and comments accordingly. So back to what you were saying, Nick.
Well, first off, Elon Musk is in the chat. I don't know if anybody just saw that.
Oh, okay, sure.
Here was this little thing. I just thought about this. Remember a few months ago when the BTC maxis were like tweeting at us Doge holders like, the only thing that's holding up your coin is Elon. Elon is the only thing that's making you guys have any value. Well, how did that backfire on you when like when Elon said he didn't want to carry BTC, it crashed. Oh no, the only thing holding up Bitcoin is Elon. Oh.
Yeah.
And obviously, if it affected them that much that they're so upset with Elon, that goes to show you right there.
Oh my God, hilarious. What is it? Is it Elon holding up Bitcoin or is it Elon holding up Doge? He can't possibly be controlling the world. He's one man. You know what I mean? Like,
and you know what? Even if he is, well, people need to accept it then, because then he's the man in charge, and he chooses Doge. So there you go.
Deal with it.
Yeah,
Deal with it.
Yeah, you guys, I really do think that anyone that's estimating Elon at this stage of the game is doing so at their own peril. I honestly think that we could even see something huge drop tomorrow on his behalf. He is literally playing three-dimensional chess right now. I am certain that this scenario that's playing out right now, he's already thought it through. Like I said, things are going to get a bit worse, keep getting a bit uglier before they get better. But they are going to get better. I'm very confident of that. So I don't think now is the time to panic sell or anything of that nature. In fact, comparatively how the rest of the market is doing, we are at about around 48 cents, trading about 48 cents right now. But comparatively to how the rest of the market is doing, it's all about context, guys. So that's another thing to keep in mind, because I know some of you, you're only invested in Dogecoin. So it's totally understandable that if you freak out, if you're looking at the live charting constantly on one coin. But first of all, if you zoom out and look at the trajectory of Dogecoin over the last 3 months, it tells an entirely different narrative. Secondly, another thing to do when you see Dogecoin, going down, before you freak out, look at what the rest of the market is doing, because 9 times out of 10, it's not unique or specific to Dogecoin in as far as that kind of thing goes. Guys, I really do feel that Elon's got big, huge, major plans. I think he's given us enough reason and enough hints to assume that at this point. And then also the fact that he has, to me, his tone has changed very specifically after Saturday Night Live, where now it's all just, hey, more about like, this is what I'm doing. There's no more hinting. This is what I'm trying to do with Dogecoin. This is how I'm trying to optimize it. This is how far I'm trying to take it. And he's getting openly aggressive and about his plans. So what are you guys' thoughts on that?
I don't see why people aren't talking more about the satellite launch he's doing with, it's funded by Doge, and it's called the Doge One. That alone tells me, like, why would he fund his project with Dogecoin? Like if he wasn't serious about it. That alone just tells you how serious he is about Doge. And what's funny is that he's actually been serious about it, and everyone thought maybe he was joking at first, but he really is. He's been actually all in, and so I think more is going to come out of this. He's letting things out little by little, but you're gonna see it's gonna be an avalanche effect soon, or a domino effect, with more news about Dogecoin, and it's really gonna just become huger than Bitcoiners ever experienced or ever expected. And what's funny is that I do own Bitcoin. I was never a Bitcoin hater. I always saw it as something that I would keep long term, even possibly something to pass down to my son. That's how much I thought it would be worth, like gold. And now I'm actually thinking about selling, and I never thought I would, but that's how their negative stance has been on the social media platforms, and they're attacking Elon, that it's got me to the point where I'm ready to just sell, and then I want to go all in on Doge with that money.
Right.
I think a lot of people feel the same way. You're seeing a lot of people get turned off by this like crazy sentiment. You know, it's funny. My girlfriend today, she goes, I go visit. She lives about an hour away from me, so I drive out there on Sundays. She comes out here on Tuesdays, and she goes, you know, don't you have enough money to buy that car right now? I was like, yeah, but I don't really feel like selling any Doge right now. And she's like, why? And I was like, well, we have a freaking satellite being launched into space at the first quarter of next year. Like,
Exactly.
we've got like really important stuff coming up. I don't feel like could I afford a $200,000 car right now? Yeah. But I feel like what I have is worth much more than to sell it at what I would believe is a loss.
Mm-hmm.
So the events coming up that we have in our favor and we have to look forward to, I just believe are worth much more than a simple material object at this point. I truly feel that way.
Absolutely, and even if your goal was for the monetary reasons, I think you'd be doing a disservice to yourself to sell now. Your position is already so well, and I think more is going to come, and then we will reach that dollar and beyond. And so I think it's only smart to just keep holding.
Yeah.
I had to do a double take on that one when she said that. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Her advice is not financial advice. No.
No, certainly not. She does. Yeah, no.
No offense. No offense.
Yeah, I think a lot of this is just it's just ego, and the thing is, the Bitcoin maxis, their own egos are sabotaging their own coin, and the more they allow that to impede on their rationality, the more we're going to keep seeing it spiral. You guys, Bitcoin wouldn't be spiraling like it is tonight without the behavior of the Bitcoin maximalists. I'm convinced, and they are the ones.
Hit 42.
And they are the ones that prompted and elicited all these responses from Elon. And just to see these maxis continually pick fights with Elon Musk, how do you think that really is going to keep sorting out for you? I just don't understand it. They just can't keep their mouths closed. And all they would have to do right now to help Bitcoin is just to keep their mouths closed.
Absolutely. And as the price keeps going down, they're going to get uglier. I really feel it's going to get worse. So we're going to be seeing a shit show. Sorry, I almost cussed again on your show.
Okay.
But we're going to be seeing a disaster from them. I think in the next coming days, it's just going to get worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Bitcoin went up 400 billion in market cap when Tesla accepted it. And right now it's down about 120 billion in market cap with Tesla no longer accepting it. So that's still almost $300 billion that went into Bitcoin that normally wouldn't have gone into it because of Elon Musk. And this is how they repay him.
Right.
Exactly. I mean, talk about they're just remind me of entitled, spoiled brats.
Absolutely. That is exactly how they're coming across. And so who would want to now join that community? Who would want to own a coin when it's full of like brats like that? Like so entitled, unappreciative, and they come across as very stuck up.
Yeah, and they kind of remind me of just like stereotypical like bad like bullies in like 1980s movies. I was talking about that with Billy Marcus the other night. Dakota coming in with a super chat of $9.99. Thank you so much, Dakota. Appreciate that again. All the Doge holders out there, if you're not living life on the edge, you're taking up too much space. Not financial advice, but I would hold long-term investment, guys. Not a get rich quick, stay strong. Yeah, I agree with your. I understand your sentiment there, Dakota. And generally that's what I advocate for on the show here. Obviously, not financial advice. As our friend Crypto Batman would say, it's financial fried rice. So it's one of these things where I genuinely feel. Again, I think Dogecoin really offers us a very, very unique opportunity because Elon is literally giving us the playbook. We can literally see the playbook, and that never happens. You're never allowed to actually see the future playbook, hardly ever in any investment to this level. So I think at this point, to sell at this point, I can't even wrap my head around that sort of decision unless you're in some sort of financial duress or you're having trouble taking care of your basics. That's another matter altogether.
Absolutely.
But
that's a whole other story. You got to do what you got to do if it comes to that. But I wanted to talk to you guys about, if you know about Elon's story, like growing up, he was bullied because he was always different, and now it has come out. He has admitted he had Asperger's. So I can only imagine that some people that he maybe went to school with or in his neighborhood, or they didn't understand him or accept him. And there's a story I heard that in school, a bully even like punched him in the face. And then he has even admitted himself that his father wasn't always a good father. He even said himself his father was quite evil. And so I can only imagine the kind of pain and torment Elon had to grow up with. But he still had an incredible, brilliant mind. And that's why I think we are so fortunate to have a man like him on our side. Like, he's the true underdog story, right? And Dogecoin is an underdog story in itself as well. And it just fits so perfectly. And I feel like he can feel that. He feels the connection to it, and he feels the connection to all the regular people in the world who just want to do well and just want to be accepted. And so I feel like we should all just thank him and be appreciative to Elon instead of acting like the brats the other people are.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Nick.
Rock Lobster coming in with the $4. At this rate, BTC might beat Doge to $1.
That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Thank you, Rock Lobster. Thank you for that.
Can I add a little something to
by all means, yeah. Go ahead, man.
Is just speaking as somebody who, people see me now and they look at me and they think, wow, this guy's like jacked and he's, super muscular and stuff. And like, I was not like that as a child. In fact, I was very scrawny and very skinny growing up, and I was the kid who got bullied and picked on and beat up. And I will tell you for a fact that when I grew up and like transformed my mind mentally, transformed my status financially, and transformed my body physically, I do not put up with bullying. I don't stand for that crap. And Elon clearly doesn't either. I don't play games like that.
Yes, and he's now in a position to actually show the bullies. Like, show them now. And what's crazy is that now he's one of the richest men in the world, and he's still being attacked by bullies. But he still comes out on top, and he's going to show them. He's going to show them that this is the year of the bully takedown. This is
that 1980s, versus the underdog all over again. I totally understand where that sentiment is coming from, and I do not. This is my biggest problem with the maxis. 99.9% of the maxi crowd, they wouldn't meet me in a bar and talk crap to me about Dogecoin. Nope. I'd throw them through a window. These people want to talk big talk on Twitter until you see them in real life. And I don't play that game. And I know no one in the Dogecoin community plays that game.
Yeah,
We're
that's
not
a
going to be
keyboard
bullied.
cowboy, you know?
Exactly. We're not going to play that game. I am not going to play that game. This has nothing to do with our coin's better than yours, our crypto's better than yours. No.
No.
I've held BTC longer than anything. I still have it. It's just not acceptable to be bullied into a position of backing down. We're not going to do it.
And instead of being grateful for how much they've come up, they cry just because if it goes down a little bit. Like, that's ridiculous. You have the cryptocurrency that's worth more than all the other altcoins right now, of course, because you're the first, you're the OG, and you're still crying about it. Like, that just, I don't like ungrateful people, and 100%. It's a big turn off.
Oh well, please talk about that from a woman's perspective, because Steven and I talk about that all the time. That's like one of the number one topics that comes up in the spaces, is like how a girl would perceive what it seems like to cry and moan and complain like that. I would imagine it's a huge turnoff.
It's absolutely a turnoff. I mean, like I said, I'm a person in general, though, who feels like people should be grateful for wherever they are in life. And then, of course, these people with these high positions in Bitcoin, and they're acting so ungrateful. It's like you can just tell they're at a level in their life that they don't have true appreciation. They can't relate to people who don't have what they have. They're just in their high horse, and they're treating everyone else as if they're nothing. And I find that so pathetic and sad.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It is. But the underdog will have its day.
The underdoge, yes. I really feel, guys, so just kind of strap in here, because Doge could go lower than where it's at right now. It's definitely within the realm of possibility. The thing is, I do feel, comparatively to how Doge will continue to weather through this storm, I think Doge is going to continue to show more stability compared to the rest of the market. But just be prepared, guys. And just remember, Elon tweeted out earlier this week. He tweeted out a picture. That said,
don't panic.
Exactly. It said, don't panic. Why do you think he sent that out? Because he knew this was going to go down. He knew things were going to play out like this. He knew that the Bitcoin maxis were going to be kicking and screaming and just make things, this transfer of power, a lot worse on themselves and a lot worse on the market than it needs to be. He already knew that. And that's why he was sending us messages like, don't panic.
Exactly. He knew a storm was coming, but there's going to be a rainbow. We just have to be patient.
Right. And, in order for this transference of power to take place, it's got to be a crypto war, and we're in it right now. And I know that there were other people in this space. I heard on Twitter today, different people talking. They were much more diplomatic about trying to navigate, like, why can't we just get along with, Bitcoin and Dogecoin, just get along? It doesn't matter if we want to get along with them. They're bringing the fight to us. They're bringing the fight to Elon. They're starting the war with us. It doesn't matter. So it doesn't do us any good to try to play kumbaya with people who are attacking us. Okay, so the best thing we can do is, in my opinion, is support our man Elon. I tweeted out earlier today, Elon did nothing wrong. I fully support how he's handling this. I think he knows exactly what he's doing. I think the best thing we can do with Dogecoin as Dogecoin investors is support him and stand in his corner and hold our investments. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, I mean, that's... I preach this, I think, every night. I tell people, look, I think there's two routes to take here. Take my advice. Don't sell your Doge until, well, let me rehash that. If you bought Doge in the last year, if it has been less than a year since you've owned Doge and you live in the United States, you shouldn't sell it for a year. Why? Because taxes. You should at least hold it for 1 year. That's a minimum. That should be anybody who's brand new to Doge. If you bought Doge this year, you should be obligated to the community to hold on for a year, at least. Now, if you have financial obligations, that's a completely different story. But keep in mind, if you've been holding for less than a year, you are going to have to pay Uncle Sam a lot more. than if you would hold on to it for 12 months. So keep that in mind and do your homework before you hit that sell button. The other flip side to this coin is if you want to actually grow the currency and avoid taxes at the same time, you can use your Doge to buy things from Doge accepting merchants. So this is the kind of scenario that I was in 2014 when all of these fundraisers were initially created. The Wells for Africa, the NASCAR event, the bobsled team. I donated to all of these things. These are what create pillars of a foundation for people to see that the currency is actually being used. So I take two stances on it. If you've been holding for less than 12 months, keep holding for at least 12 if you live in the United States. Likewise, if you want the currency to grow and you want your investment to go up, spend a little bit of it in places that take it. You'll avoid the tax on it because you'll be paying with crypto. You'll only essentially be paying sales tax and you won't be taxed on capital gains, and you'll grow the community at large.
Yeah, well stated there. And little Lauren, I know you got to get going here in a minute. Is there anything else you'd like to add before you depart?
I just want to thank you for allowing me to come on and chit chat with you for a bit. I've never done this before, so
Killed
it's
it.
a little nerve-wracking, but at the same time I enjoyed it a lot, and I hope the listeners enjoyed it as well, and hopefully I can be back again.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to have you back, Lauren. And if you want to give Lauren a follow on Twitter, I'm going to put her link in the chat. It's Big Impact Humans. I'm putting the link in the chat there right now in case you want to give little Lauren a follow. Lauren, thanks so much for joining, and I'll follow up with you real soon, okay?
All right, great. Thank you, and have a
Hey,
great
Lauren,
night, guys.
it was great talking to you finally.
Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.
All right, sounds good.
Easy.
Dogecoin to the moon.
Yes. Little Lauren, everyone. What do you say? Should I have her back? Christopher Earl coming at the $5 super chat says, at all Y, that's a username, I guess. Have there not been any of these projects? I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, Christopher.
As of late, he meant the like the donations and stuff like that. Like, why haven't there been like the water well? Like, why haven't there been like these philanthropic projects lately? I'll tell you why. Because now Dogecoin is accepted by many of the largest non-for-profits, places like the American Cancer Society. Most humane societies now accept crypto.
Right.
So back when I first joined, when I first bought my Dogecoin in 2014, you couldn't donate to the American Cancer Society. We basically had to create our own donation projects at the time, where now it's like so way easier to donate money to non-for-profits, way more than it was back then. So that's why these projects, you don't see them as much now, because they're really not like it's way more prolific for crypto to be accepted at non-for-profit organizations.
Yeah, right on. Alex Price coming in at $5. Thank you, Alex. Says, how does tax work when you've bought multiple times across months? I leave all this to my CPA, Nick.
Yeah. So basically it works per transaction. So let's say you bought 20,000 coins yesterday, right? So yesterday, 12 months in a day from yesterday, that 20,000 ticks up. Let's say today you bought another 20,000. Okay, so 20,000 for that block is 12 months in a day to that purchase period. There's going to be a form, depending on which exchange you work with, that's going to give you a total breakdown of your purchases over the year period. So you're going to have a tax form. I forgot the name. I can't remember the tax, the crypto tax form, but
yeah,
all of the exchanges are required now by the SEC to send these out. So you'll get a tax form. You just give that to your CPA, and they'll be able to register everything that's based on your buy and your sell. With that being said, guys, we always preach, get a CPA. do not go to H&R Block. Don't go to one of these little tax shops. Don't try and TurboTax your way through crypto. You're going to have a tough time. Go to an actual CPA. If you're in the United States, I don't know tax laws in other countries, but if you're in the US, get an actual CPA.
Yeah, and I personally, I don't recommend H&R Block. I don't think they do. I think that's one of the worst places you can go. So definitely go to a more personalized CPA that has plenty of experience with not only stocks, but specifically cryptocurrency. And that might take you a little bit to find someone. It took me about 3 different people to find someone that had any experience in cryptocurrency, and let alone somebody that felt confident about it. So you might have to look around a bit. I would recommend making calls and just say, hey, I do a lot of cryptocurrency trading. Is this something anyone in your office has plenty of experience in and plenty of knowledge in? And I think that'd be the best way to go about looking for someone. I don't think H&R Block, you'll end up paying a lot more taxes that could be avoidable if you go with someone like H&R Block. From my experiences, they're kind of like the McDonald's of taxes, and they're not going to, most of the time, have the knowledge to be able to work within the tax laws to make sure things are most advantageous for you. So you're listening to Doge After Dark. My name's Steven Steele. Some call me Real Deal Steven Steele. Some call me the cool uncle of Doge. And I am here with Dogecoin millionaire Nick Balls. And we've been talking about Elon going scorched earth on Bitcoin maxis, and consequently starting an entire crypto war that has just been reverberating throughout the lands, throughout the mountains, throughout the seas. It has just been something pretty extraordinary to watch, And as things get uglier, so do the attitudes of and behavior of the Bitcoin maxis. And it's, I don't see this stopping anytime soon, but sooner or later, this has got to bottom out for Bitcoin. Nick, what do you say? Do you think that this could result in Bitcoin no longer being number one?
I mean, certainly anytime soon, I don't think so. I mean, the gap between Ethereum and Bitcoin is pretty substantial. I don't think tomorrow Ethereum is going to bounce Bitcoin. Long term, possible. I mean, there's a lot. I think Ethereum would overtake Bitcoin before anything. There's just so much more utility with Ethereum. It's the funniest thing. Like Bitcoin, the Bitcoin maxis never talk about the fact that there's like 10,000 other cryptos that are better, like that do more things than Bitcoin does. Ethereum is a prime example. And people know I don't own any Ethereum. I wish I did. But I think that there's some issues with Ethereum. Primarily the cost of use is a little out of control. That's why I don't think I can almost without a doubt tell you that Tesla will not accept Ethereum the way that it is now. It's just too expensive to use as an actual currency. It's just too impractical. But I could see Ethereum overtaking Bitcoin in like the not so distant future for sure.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that sense as well. And I got a couple questions. I'm going to take a stab at it too, but I got this question a couple times from people today that were now pretty concerned about the future of Ethereum. Ethereum right now, obviously not doing so hot in the market as well. Let's see where it's trading right now. So Ethereum right now is at about 32.50. As far as how it's trading, it's down 3.5% just over the last hour. It's down a whopping 14.5% over the last day, and 18% over the last week. These are dramatic falls for a coin with that size of a market cap. So Ethereum is dropping very, very severely right along with Bitcoin. What do you say, Nick? Do you think that what probability do you give for Ethereum's recovery out of this and its future going forward?
Yeah, I mean, I knew that there was no way that what was that, like 4K the other day?
Yeah, it was about 42K, 43K.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to last.
Not 43K, but 4,300. Sorry, 4,200,
Yes,
4,300.
I knew that wasn't going to last. I mean, anytime you reach all-time highs, you're going to have retracement. It's unfortunate that the retracement for Ethereum came during this really tumultuous time because, they lost a lot of market value. They're hit hard today. They're definitely, Ethereum took a wallop today, more than any of the top 5. But that was, most likely because they were so overvalued to begin with. At the start of this whole thing, they were at an all-time high, and every day it was climbing. So of course, you remember when Doge hit an all-time high.
Yeah.
We got shorted. Same thing's happening to Ethereum right now.
Oh yeah.
It's no different.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I mean that's just how it's just the way she goes. I think Ethereum could certainly overtake Bitcoin, and it's not. I mean, it's about half the market cap right now. We've seen what kind of money can be swung around. $500 billion, or whatever, $400 billion seems like a lot, but when you're talking about these markets, it's really not that much. I think maybe sometime next year, we could see Ethereum overtake Bitcoin, and I don't think that's that crazy. I don't think that's that hyperbolic of a statement to make.
Well, if you would have asked me a few weeks ago, I would say that would be highly unlikely. Now I don't think it sounds so crazy anymore. I always had a feeling inside that was a possibility, but nothing that I would voice out loud on the show or anything. But now I think we're seeing enough movement to suggest. I mean, look, Nick, what we're seeing from the most ardent supporters of Bitcoin right now, they are literally tanking their own product minute to minute, moment to moment. And they are just scaring investors away with this kind of stuff. And they are poking the hornet's nest over and over again and just getting destroyed. And they're just setting themselves up over and over again. I don't know why you would do this. Do they really think they're going to beat Elon Musk? Do they really think they're good? They really think they're going to beat him? I mean, to me, this is just so strategically stupid. I have never seen a group of people so strategically stupid in any arena than I have with the Bitcoin maxis right now. Have you ever seen anything like this?
I've never seen anything like it in the investment world.
Right, in the investment world, right.
I've seen stuff like it in, like Back to the Future and other such movies from the 80s, like Karate Kid. But I've never seen anything like it in the investment world before, that's for sure. It's funny because I often tell the story of when I found out about Doge and I went to this bar the night that I bought my first 4 million, and I told this girl, and she was dating my buddy at the time. She's married now to a different guy. The guy she ended up marrying is a huge Bitcoin maxi, and he thusly converted her into a Bitcoin maxi. Now she's on some of my feeds, and she's very like, she's not harsh about her, she's not like not like most of them, but you can tell that her stance is that Bitcoin is supreme. And it's like you said earlier, it's like a religious value to them, like a religion. And I prescribe to the theory that, whether you're Buddhist or Christian or whatever it may be, there's a stark possibility that all of these things are true. And why can't they coexist equally? I don't see why they can't. And the real unification of mankind is accepting the possibility that everything is possible. And that's what Doge brings us. It's a possibility that all of it's true. And that all we have to do is just accept everyone for who they are, and we all win. Instead of creating these meaningless civil wars between things that are really have no connection to each other whatsoever, other than they exist in a similar space, boggles my mind.
Sorry, yeah, it boggles my mind too, Nick, in terms of we have a big problem when, and that problem is, Bitcoin is dead on arrival in a retail space. It's just not happening. People aren't spending it. People are not going to spend it. It's been tried. We keep trying it. It just doesn't happen. So we need a cryptocurrency that can hit the ground running to be able to help not only investors, but business owners and companies to continue to thrive and evolve in this space in cryptocurrency to get this thing really off the ground on a large scale. So that's what it's going to take. And there's no coin better positioned right now, in my opinion, both technologically or as far as accessibility and popularity goes, than Dogecoin. So it's like Dogecoin is simply trying to step up where Bitcoin is not able to. And what do they expect us to do? They really expect Bitcoin to be the primary retail currency with having the hard cap that it has. And they're going to eventually run out too. That's another thing. It's just so stupid. This is so astronomically dumb. I just can't even believe we have to break this down for people who also consider themselves to be bastions of intellectualism and reason within crypto, and they're anything but. They sure are snotty, they sure are patronizing, they sure are freaking arrogant. But as far as being able to put together the most basic, fundamental, stinking concepts of what needs to be done here, it's just it's exasperating dealing with these idiots.
It's funny because intellectuals as a whole, especially in the mathematical and technological space, are on average extremely intelligent, smart people.
Mm-hmm.
But where they lack intelligence is where it comes to accepting the possibility that they may in fact be wrong. This is what makes Elon a brilliant guy, in the sense that his whole life has had to face so many obstacles where he was wrong, that he didn't have the right answers.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is the one of the major issues with the Bitcoin maximalist crowd, is that they've never even contemplated the fact that they might be wrong. Thought about it.
Right.
Like they've never even considered the fact that all of their belief might not be true. And you don't have to be wrong. You don't have to be incorrect. You just have to look at the other side and see, like some of this might not be good. Like some of it could be bad. And what are those bad things? Elon's already working those things out with Dogecoin. He says, this is what we need to change, this is what's working, and this is what needs to be improved. Okay, those are things and goals that we can actually work to. Where Bitcoin goes, nope, we're right now, everything's perfect. Clearly, the building is not on fire. Everything is absolutely fine right now.
Yeah,
like,
totally, that meme, right? Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, this is fine.
This is fine.
We're about to hit $41,000. This is okay. Like, all right, bro, whatever you say, man. Like, I guess you're right. That's why I don't. You know what? I don't argue with people anymore. That's why you don't see me on Twitter getting into it with these people anymore. I just don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be right, man? You're right. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can have it. Sure, why not? I don't care.
Yeah, I don't blame you one bit there, Nick. Traveling Doge coming in with a $10 super chat super sticker with a cute Shiba Inu animation hugging a heart. Thank you, Traveling Doge. Always appreciate your vibes up in here and your continued support of the program. Rock Lobster coming in again, $3.99. His comment about PayPal was great. Oh, did you catch that, Nick?
It was so good. Oh my god. That was oh my god. That was like the ultimate like oh snap. Like
Yeah, that was a snap moment.
What did he hold on, I'm scrolling to it right now. So funny. Hey, cryptocurrency experts, ever heard of PayPal? It's possible, maybe, that I know more than you realize about how money works, considering I'm the richest man in the world. You idiots. Why would people think, like, Elon doesn't know anything about how this system of currency works. No, he just invented internet money. Like, he invented it. This was before Bitcoin, it was ever even a thought.
Right.
Like, he discovered the power of transferring money over the internet before anyone else did.
Right.
So to question his like authority on how computing internet currency works, I think he has a pretty good grasp of it. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, that comment really owned it, man. It was just like this is what it just amazes me. Like, I can't believe they keep starting fights with him, right? They keep starting fights with him, and consequentially, a BTC just keeps torpedoing down, you guys. Like, all they have to do is be quiet, and Bitcoin would start stabilizing. It's just kind of the same. It's like the same problem Charles Hoskins has, but worse. You know, it's even worse. I mean, at least Charles, like, yeah, the dude's annoying. Don't get me wrong. I don't like him, but he's not. I wouldn't say he's all out just like hostile. You know.
You know, at least he lubes you up and tries to bring you to the ranch.
Right.
I appreciate. I appreciate a good, you know, steak dinner and a glass of wine, Charles. You know, it's creepy, but I like it. You know, but Bitcoin people, they're not even trying to, you know, they're not even trying to show you the ranch.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not even trying to show you the ranch. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was kind of weird, man, when Charles was talking to Mark, was like, come out to my ranch. Come out to my farm, Mark. And Mark's like, dude, I'm not going to...
that with Elon, too.
Dude, I'm not going to fly out to your farm. I'm not going to fly out to your farm. Just tell me right here on Twitter, bro. Like, you really think Mark Cuban's going to stop his crazy, hectic schedule to fly out to creepy Charles's ADA farm?
Dude, it's so weird. You know what? It would be one thing if that was the first time Charles Hoskinson was inviting people to his creepy ranch, but he did it with Elon too.
I know.
He tweeted at Elon. Elon didn't even respond. And I loved Mark Cuban's response to Charles trying to like Bill Cosby his wine and bring him out to the farm. He was like, dude, anytime anyone has ever told me that they need to come to their house to explain a business plan, it never works. It's always a bad idea. So no, I'm not coming out to your weirdo ranch. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and essentially that's what Mark said to him, was like, dude, this is always a red flag when someone tells me they need to get me one-on-one to have like these special powwows. And then he's like, that's like the first red flag in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know,
very strange.
Yeah, very strange. Yeah, so yeah, guys, I am aware of I'm going to pull up some Bitcoin charting up here in a minute, but the whole market, honestly, the whole market's kind of torpedoing right now. Not just Bitcoin, but I will say comparatively, Dogecoin is hanging in there pretty good comparatively. It really is.
Tether USD is down 0.2%. You know when Tether's down, there's problems.
Yeah, you know when pretty much the stable coin's down. Yeah, you know there's problems. Yeah, totally. Let's see here, guys. If you're new here, I want you to press 1 in the chat. If this is your first time watching Doge After Dark with your man Steven Steele, put a 1 in the chat. Also, if you haven't hit that like button, take a moment to do that. Takes a split second of your time. Doesn't cost you a dime. Number one thing you can do to help this new emerging channel reach more people. And then also, if you're new here, I'd like to invite you to hit subscribe. We are getting close to 3,000 subscribers. Let's see if we can close that gap, get to 3,000 by the end of the night here. So do that and hit the notification bell. I've seen some 1s pop up in the chat. And of course, every time I ask this, some 69s pop up in the chat. But yeah, a pretty good amount of new viewers here. Lord Dadbod, get out of here, bro. This isn't your first trip to the rodeo. So I'd like to personally welcome all of you that are here for the first time. Swervo, Kydrin, M2, SRIN, QQ Gamers, James, Ms. Mocha, Simply Crypto, Sherilyn Young, Dakota, Scott B, Victor, and then on and on. So I'd like to invite you guys to subscribe and stick around and grow with us. Yeah, I don't want to keep you too much longer, Nick. I know this is probably around your go time, yeah?
Yeah, I'll hang out for like another quick 15.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure you're doing okay. So yeah, guys, Bitcoin is an absolute free fall right now. It is hovering right about 43,000 right now, Nick. It is down. I
don't want to hang out just to see it go down to 42.
Oh man, I think we might see it. I think we might see. I think we might see 42,000 within an hour or so. I think it's possible the way it's going down. M2, you're just here to learn. Just open a Gemini account. Okay, all right. Well, welcome. Newbies are always welcome here. Andy says my super chat button's not working. Well, that's no good. Is that happening to anybody else? So, yeah, just keep me posted on that, guys. Just keep me posted on that. So
that occasionally happens from time. I've noticed that
on yours?
Matt Wallace's stream. Yeah, it happens from time to time, just randomly. This is another friendly reminder, another daily reminder, guys, that if you would have taken Barry's advice and flipped it, and shorted Bitcoin and bought Doge, you would be up a lot of money right now. So just remember that Barry was exactly the opposite of correct.
Yeah, the opposite of correct. Yeah, just imagine if you would have taken Barry's advice and say you took all your Doge out and put it in BTC right now. I mean, what a bummer would that be? Christopher Earl coming at $5. Thank you, Chris. Still works. Thank you. Thanks for the confirmation there. And actually, Dogecoin is starting to come up a bit now. As you can see here, let me kind of go closely on these candles. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 green candles in a row. So, you know, comparatively to what the rest of the market doing, not too shabby, gang. Not too shabby at all. And Nick has a really good point. You don't want to listen to Barry for financial advice, that's for sure.
No, if whatever Barry says, just do the opposite and you'll probably make money. Barry's really good at losing money. I don't know how he got to be in the position he's in, but yeah, I mean, he was fantastic at losing $250 million. We'll see how that works out for him. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Let me see here. Oh, we got some interesting comments in there. A few trolls. That's about to be expected.
We should. That A guy is always in here. I didn't even catch what he said because it was timed out too fast. But that A guy is like he's. I got to talk to you off air about something I think he tried to pull with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
like a scam.
Interesting. Just inbox me about it.
Yep.
So I think that tomorrow, Monday, that Elon could be already having something in the works. I just got this feeling.
Well, we wouldn't see a Tesla announcement during the weekend. Typically, they wouldn't announce anything, on not a work day.
Yeah.
So I would expect to see if we're going to see a Tesla announcement, and it would come directly from Tesla, we would see it during the week for sure.
Yeah. I just think this is going to be a real hot week, man. I think it's going to be a real hot week. I think it's going to be incredibly contentious, but I think it's also going to, somewhere along the line on this week, we're going to see some big news come through from Elon. I don't know what it is, but it just feels like everything's about to crescendo. You know what I mean? Andy Shirley coming with a generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Andy. I appreciate you, man. Really, really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Delos Doge coming with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Delos Doge. I'm a bit late into the chat. Quick brief on what's happening with BTC and Elon beef on Twitter. Thanks, guys. We've been covering that all night, Delos. Quick brief on it. Want to give a quick brief on those things, Nick?
Sure. Well, it appears that the Bitcoin maxi community, they are actively attacking Elon on Twitter pretty much every moment that goes by. And he seems to have had about enough of it. And I think the war has been waged. It's not a clean war by any means. The Bitcoin community seems to be dismantling themselves piece by piece. At this rate, by next week, Bitcoin will be worth what it was in 2012. So that's a good for me. That's when I bought in, so I can get some more Bitcoin on the cheap, I guess. It is just an absolute S show out there right now.
Yeah.
It is crazy. And to think that, Bitcoin, one of the most powerful, you know what it reminds me of is that scene, not that It 2 was a good movie, but the scene of It 2 where it, they discover that the power to kill Pennywise is just by telling it how much of a little B word it is. That's what's going on here. We've discovered the power of Pennywise, and it's just to you're nothing, you're nothing, you're tiny, that's essentially what's happening here. The Bitcoin community is destroying itself. Its secret is getting found out, that it's really not that great. It's an old piece of tech, and the only thing that really gives any of this value is what people are willing to believe it's worth. And right now, it doesn't look like Bitcoin's worth $60,000 or $70,000. Looks to me like it's worth about almost $42,000.
Yeah, no kidding. And we are on our way to get down to 42,000. It makes me wonder if we're going to wake up with Bitcoin in the 30 somethings. You know what I mean? It really does. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we wake up tomorrow and it's 38,000. It's trading 38,000. I mean, this thing's absolutely torpedoing. At what point though, Nick, do you think that it? At what point though, Nick, do you think where the tides change? Right. It can only tank so low before something else arises to take its place. At what point or metric would you assume that to be? How long would that take? And who would that be? Ethereum or what?
Well, I mean, eventually I think there's going to be some sort of big money that steps into the market to support Bitcoin at a certain level. Keep in mind, guys, that Tesla bought their Bitcoin at like 37,000, I think, somewhere around the 30s, mid 30s, 35 to 37,000. That's when Tesla bought theirs. I think that, you know, Bitcoin is probably safe to that level. I hardly do any like Fibonacci retracements on Bitcoin just because I don't ever trade it actively. But yeah, I mean, I think Bitcoin is probably pretty safe up until that 35 to 37 level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's where a lot of big major corporations would be advantageous of them to step in and take a swing at it. Likewise, Ethereum, you know, Ethereum's moved, but like we were mentioning earlier, Ethereum hasn't really, I mean, it seems like it's moved a lot because it came off an all-time high, but in relation to a move off of the all-time high, it's really not that much. In a week, it's moved down 20%, which coming off of an all-time high, it's like that's not that crazy. It's pretty normal, actually. So, you know, we're seeing money pour out of Bitcoin. It hasn't been poured. It hasn't moved back into anything else. I think what major investors are doing right now is taking their money out of Bitcoin and waiting to see. They're waiting to see what's going to happen. If Monday morning we wake up tomorrow and Tesla goes, we're going to take Dogecoin, you guys better be ready, because it is going to pop off like a piñata at a quinceañera. This thing is going to blow up.
You mean as far as Dogecoin?
Yes.
If Tesla, so go ahead, finish your thought.
If Tesla announces tomorrow morning that they're taking Doge, that all this money that came out of Bitcoin, you have to know where it's going.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. I just can't. I just the Bitcoin community's arrogance is really blinding them right now. I almost feel bad for them because I can just see they're about to get walloped, man. $5 super chat from Esteban. Thank you, Esteban, again. Biggest fan. By the way, you have an amazing beard. Rock on. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate that. And thank you for your continued support, Esteban. I love your name. I love your name. So yeah, I think you raise a really interesting point there, Nick. And Nick, do you think that Tesla has already sold off some of their Bitcoin?
Well, we know they did for a fact because it was in their earnings report.
Yeah.
So I mean, for sure they did, and they made back their original invest. I mean, they made back their money that they spent on it. And
I mean, do you think they've sold more since then? I guess my question is.
It's possible. I mean, we could be seeing that now. It's possible.
That's what I'm wondering. What I could see, this is exactly what I'm getting at, which is very fascinating to me, Nick, is Elon, after a long day of tweeting with all these obnoxious a-holes, people that literally give themselves Twitter handles called things like that, calling themselves obnoxious, just to finally just go take the nuclear option, right? And just like make a few calls and just be like, pull out. We're done. You know what I mean? We're sinking BTC. We're doing it. Are you sure, sir? Yep, we're doing it. Can't you see that? Can't you see that might be possibly what's happening right now?
You know, he does have, obviously with Tesla, he's got a board of directors that he has to answer to. But this is what I've been saying about Bitcoin and the relationship with Dogecoin all along, is that I believe, for a matter of fact, that the average person, meaning people, no, I'm out of that group of people now, but like previously to all of this, the average individual, you, the people in the chat, the people who work a regular 9-to-5 job, I believe more average people own some amount of Dogecoin versus those who own Bitcoin. I think Dogecoin is like Amazon or like Walmart, where these, Bitcoin is like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. Like, yeah, people own them, but nowhere near as many people that shop at Walmart. You know what I mean? So the obvious choice for a company that is trying to grow and trying to integrate crypto solutions into their business is to accept the majority of the market. They don't want to just a regular company, they don't want to just target a very small percentage of elites, just because they were the first to the crypto game. Like, they want to target the largest audience possible. And the largest audience possible are made up of just regular, normal people. Yeah, you might only have a few hundred, a few thousand, or 10, whatever, however many thousand Doge you've got. But that's the average person. That's it. Like, those are the average person is the Doge holder. That's all of us. The average person is not a Bitcoin maxi. These are like the Bitcoin maxis are a very small sect of the crypto sphere as a whole. And Doge represents a huge, massive collective of maybe we're not millionaires or billionaires, but we're just a way bigger group. It's like, ants versus, a wasp or whatever. It's like the collective as a whole is much larger than the greater threat.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And, I do think it is possible, in part, what we're seeing right now with Bitcoin's trajectory tonight could be, at least in part, I'm not saying that Tesla may have sold off all their BTC immediately, and obviously he has other people to answer to in order to do that, but I won't be surprised if the amount that Elon could directly pull out of BTC through calls and through various people. What I'm saying is I wouldn't be surprised if it's in part that, you know what I mean? At least some of it.
Sure.
So,
sure.
And I tend to think, to see now Elon's been expressing himself, that I think he's probably seen what he can do about getting as much Tesla money at this point out of BTC and reallocating it to Doge and some few others.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, clearly environmental concerns are a major play for Tesla. And that essentially puts XRP and Doge in the number 1 and 2 spots. And right now, as we know, XRP is it's not going to become the next, currently the Teslas can't accept XRP. So what's the second best bet?
Right.
It's Doge. Like, we're essentially number 1 in the running. That's the way I see it.
Yeah. I agree. And so we're at a very interesting fork in the road where we're in a transference of power. We're in the middle of watching it happen in real time. I feel like I can't really compare this to anything else we've seen in crypto in terms of sheer epicness. We're essentially watching in real time kind of a dethroning of a number 1 and the rise of dog money. Right now, you guys, if you look at the I just realized I'm kind of playing around with the chart here, may make some of you guys dizzy, but Dogecoin's going up now. It went down to about 46 cents at its lowest since we've been on the air, and now we are going up to 48.5 cents. Looks like it's going to hit 49, and I bet you it goes right along up to 50 again. So I think that's the reason why I think that's significant, is because most of the rest of the market right now is torpedoing. So the fact that Dogecoin is not only trading sideways, but a little bit up says a lot. Christopher Earl coming in $5 again. Thank you, Chris. Very few understand the position Elon is in. If you could change the world for the better, wouldn't you? Nick, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, clearly, Elon's overall goal is to make mankind a multi-planetary species. This is not like this is the greatest achievement in human history to be able to do this. And if you look at the way that he's positioning himself with all of his companies interlinked together, this goal is it's primary to forwarding the human race. And he understands that Dogecoin being the funny, easy to buy, easy to sell, easy to spend crypto that it is, gives more people the opportunity to not only support each other, but support the project of pushing mankind further into the stars. This is something that we've never, ever seen before.
Right.
And it's much bigger than money. It is much bigger than money. Of course, it's going to take money to do, but this is not a goal that has anything to do with economy or wealth. This is a goal that is solely positioned around creating the next step for humanity. Very, very, very deep stuff.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, I completely agree with you. The end game is absolutely epic. Yeah, I think beautifully stated there, Nick. Okay, there's a guy, Dogecoin Worldwide, in the chat. Dude, listen, you've been like, I see you. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm hosting a show for over 300 people right now. But since you insisted, and you've been clouding the room up with your complaints that I blocked you on Twitter. I blocked you on Twitter because I tweeted something yesterday or last night to the effect of, I'm paraphrasing my tweet, but my tweet was, I'm only a fraction of as popular as Billy Marcus, and I already can see why he left the space. And ironically, you responded like a prick, and you said, I need to man up. So that's when I blocked you. So the fact that you're coming in here on my show and you're like all shocked and outraged, and why are you surprised I blocked you, bro? Why are you surprised? I don't understand these people that get mad when content creators block them when they go out of their way to be pricks to the content creators. And if you're really a fan of mine and you appreciate my work, don't be a prick. It's not hard. This is not rocket science, bro. It's not rocket science. So there you are. That's why I blocked your ass. And if you keep it up in here too, I'm going to block your ass on YouTube too. So now I'm going to get back to the show. All right, Nick. So what we are talking about is just through epic proportions. What Elon is trying to make happen now goes far above and beyond what's going on with crypto. Agreed?
Much more. Yeah, much more. This is a massive endeavor for mankind. This is more than just cryptocurrency. That is a drop in the bucket of what is actually happening here.
Right. Yeah, so that's the thing. And that's what makes this so incredible, Nick, because it's like we often say, being involved in covering Dogecoin, it seems kind of silly, right? Like, why do you guys cover one cryptocurrency full time is basically what we're doing with a lot of our lives right now. Well, it's not just about covering a coin. We're talking about restructuring the world's relationship and perception of money, firstly. And secondly, it has an end game and ramifications of bettering humanity and the standard of living throughout the globe. So those are, I think those are pretty lofty, worthy goals to be spending the amount of time that we do on them. Wouldn't you say, Nick?
Yeah, and I mean that sentiment that's where you encounter that. This is why he's encountering so much hate, because the elitists of whatever, crypto is one thing, but world governments, the monetary system, the elitists don't want humanity to be forward. They benefit from keeping us right where we're at. Elon is one of the very few multi-billionaires who understands that, and it's very you almost never see that in the billionaire world. Very rare.
Yeah, very, very uncommon. Speaking of uncommon, a very exceptional uncommon man just dropped a big super chat in here. He goes by the name of Imperial Beats. He's a music producer, artist, and big time Dogecoin holder and supporter. Thank you, Imperial Beats. Appreciate you, man. He says, Elon said in an interview with Rogan that he wants space travel to be affordable for everyone, not just the rich. What if he knew Doge would make a big percentage? What if he knew Doge will make a big percentage of people rich? He said he wanted space travel to be a few 100,000 instead of millions. So I think basically what Imperial Beats is talking about is when he was on Rogan, and how one of Elon Musk's objectives were to bring space travel to an accessible level for people that aren't just, multimillionaires and above, that who are the only people that can currently afford it, unless you are a trained and qualified astronaut, right? So, I remember him talking about that. He said he wanted space travel to be a few 100,000 instead of millions. Do you know what he's saying there, Nick?
Yeah, this two things before I get going here.
Yep.
This harks back to I don't know if anybody remembers a couple shows ago when they announced the Doge 1 satellite. I told a story that I told my girlfriend about that, and she was like, it completely serious, by the way. This was not her like joking around or anything. She goes, so does this mean you're going to leave me to go on vacation on the moon? She thought that I was gonna pay for a vacation with like SpaceX to go to the moon or something. She thought that's what the Doge 1 satellite was about. Anyway, yes, I think that Elon is trying to bring more people, average people, or maybe not necessarily average, but more affordable space travel, and make that an actual thing instead of just talking about it like Jeff Bezos does. And second thing, before Imperial Beats, I've told Steven I've made a few promises for once we hit the dollar. But if Imperial Beats, there's a guy who makes songs for one of my favorite channels about supercars called DDE. His name is Composer, and he makes all of the beats for their channel. I want to make a video when I buy my McLaren, and I want to have its own little theme song. So I might be reaching out to Imperial Beats once I buy my McLaren to make a little little beat song for the video, because I'm definitely going to shoot a video once I get the McLaren. So Imperial Beats, be looking out for that, because I'm definitely going to reach out to you.
Yes, nice. So yeah, that's great. I'd be curious to hear that collaboration.
I think it'd be cool.
I think so too. Nick, thanks for staying and doing some OT tonight with me. I really appreciate it, man.
Anytime, brother. If you guys are new to the channel, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Let's get some subscribes going on here. Steven is just about to hit 3K. If we can get everybody who's brand new to the channel to hit that subscribe tonight, we would greatly appreciate it. And likewise, I will be seeing you guys on the next one.
Thanks again, Nick. Appreciate you.
Have a good night, bro.
All right, you too. Nick Balls, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put Nick's Twitter in the chat in case you want to give him a follow. That's where you can find my man Nick on Twitter. Yeah, so now it's down to me, folks. Your man, Real Deal Steven Steele, one-on-one. Umano. Elon could also be a selfish dude trying to do his own things for his own benefit. I never fully trust any man on earth like that. Yeah, I mean, Nerd Shaman, I understand your level of skepticism. And I think maintaining a certain level of it as we navigate through this process and what's unfolding, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I think that's healthy to a certain degree. I tend to think that overall, Elon does have sincerely the best interests at heart, and I think his track record, his actions, and the things that he says seem to coordinate with that. But I understand I understand the skepticism as well. I understand. Twitter has erupted today. Irish Cowboy says, "Yes, you got that right. You got that right." But yeah, you guys feel free to ask me questions. Feel free to ask away, my friends. Dogecoin traded sideways at about 48 cents right now. And then Bitcoin right now is headed trading at 43,300 about right now. Ethereum just been dropping hard, you guys. It's about 3,300. It's actually starting to stabilize, though. Actually, this is the first time I've seen Ethereum stabilize for most of the day. So hopefully it starts. I'm not worried about Ethereum. I actually have a pretty significant investment in Ethereum. I'm not worried about it. I think it's going to pick up where it left off, and then just go above and beyond to do awesome things. Steven Steele, I would like to one day be a part of your show. Yeah, maybe we can work something out, man. Just inbox me. I'm not sure, Kyle. You have to ask Nick on that one. I'm not sure. I got some Doges barking outside, making a lot of noise. Ethereum back to 2K. Ocelot says, yeah, I agree. I think it's gonna dip, but it's not gonna last long. And it's gonna rebuild and come back stronger than ever before. I don't know if I'd put Ethereum to 2K. I could see it going to 2,500 maybe. I don't see it going much lower than that. Worst case scenario. Elon messed the whole market up. Yeah, I mean, did Elon mess the whole market up? That's a perspective to have, yeah. Or did the Bitcoin maximalists mess the whole market up? You know, the Bitcoin maximalists do not want to share the space. They don't view Dogecoin as legitimate. They don't view it as a real cryptocurrency. They don't view any other cryptocurrency except for Bitcoin as legitimate cryptocurrency. And we're just trying to get on with the evolution of this here. And we need a cryptocurrency that can step into the retail space and hit the ground running. And that is not Bitcoin. Bitcoin cannot be that coin as much as some people would like it to be. It can't be it. So this is, I would contend to respectfully disagree that this is Elon's fault. Elon is simply challenging something that needs to be challenged right now in order to reshuffle the deck. And it just has to be done, you guys. Jeremy Abbott coming in with $4.99. What if Doge explodes? How do you think it will affect the cost of living with a lot of middle-class families buying? Thank you for your super chat and your question, Jeremy Abbott. What if Doge explodes? How do you think it will affect the cost of living with a lot of middle-class families buying? I think it would be excellent. I do think, and I am convinced that Dogecoin is going to be absolutely transformational for a lot of working class people. And it's going to level up people like we've never seen before. So we just have to keep talking about something we believe in, this currency, and hopefully more working class people will be able to benefit from that. But how will it affect the cost of living? I can't see it affect increasing the cost of living overall. I think that almost be giving Dogecoin too much credit there. I don't think it would increase the overall cost of living. But thank you again, Jeremy. Erectile Reptile coming in with a generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Erectile. Appreciate you. Hold during this tough time. We will rebound. We will rebound. Fact. Spacesuits take 5,000 hours to make, cost $1 million, and weigh 110 pounds, and have 11 layers of material. Oh my gosh. I learn something new every day with Erectile Reptile, and I'm sure you guys do too. Thank you for your continued support of the program, Erectile Reptile. Really appreciate you. And I gotta say, those facts are kind of blowing my mind right now. Spacesuits take 5,000 hours to make, cost $1 million. That is wild. $1 million. That is wild. Whew. Thank you, Erectile Reptile. Appreciate that. Celeste says, thanks, Erectile Reptile. Save some money for some cup of noodles. Imperial Beats says, they hold and bury by the ankles over by the side of the bridge about now. Tiffany coming in. Tiffany89. Always appreciate you, Tiffany. $4.99. Bitcoin and Doge racing each other to $1. Awesome. That's hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, it's funny, but it's not, right? Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany, for that. Appreciate you. Thank you for these super chats coming in, guys. Really appreciate you guys. Guys, if you're new here, I would invite you, personally, I'd like to invite you to join the community, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and yeah, we love to have you along with us for the ride. My name's Steven Steele. This is a nightly show I do called Doge After Dark. And yeah, we just built out a great community here. Love to have you be a part of it. Is it too late to buy? No, Braden. No, it's not. Not in my opinion. I think it's actually a pretty nice window to buy, to be honest with you. It just depends how long you're willing to hold, my friend. The longer you're willing to hold, in my opinion, anyway, the longer you want it to hold, the better your, more valuable your Dogecoin investment's going to be. Let's see here. RW says, this is such a great show. You have no idea how this show makes my shift go by so much faster and smoother. RW, Thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate those words. Means a lot, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Nerd Shaman, that is a complicated thing. There are Dogecoin devs outside of the official Twitter, associated with the official Twitter account called Dogecoin devs. And then now there's one person from the original Dogecoin devs that said they have been corresponding with Elon for years. So it's just, there's just a lot. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. I'm not sure if, I asked Ross Nickel when I had him on my show earlier in the week. For those of you who don't know, Ross Nickel is the primary contributor as far as development goes to Dogecoin. We had him on for about an hour and a half. And yeah, so we asked him about that and confirmed that there has been contact with some Dogecoin developers and Elon over the years. Why is David Spade backpedaling his Elon Musk Doge support? I don't know. I haven't been following David Spade. I don't know what the latest is with him. Love Elon's fight. All in for Doge. Yes, yes. Doge, you want me, baby. Steven, did you see the latest coin price forecast? 2021, 25, 30, that came out earlier today. Doge at $3 by the end of 2021. Yeah, someone else did send that to me. Thank you, Screaming Armenian. I did see that. So the coin price forecast is putting Doge at $3 by the end of 2021. I have seen that before. And someone else has recently sent that to me. So I do think that's a little bit lofty, but possible. This is correct, Kyle. This is correct. And I defer to Billy's judgment. In my opinion, I think Billy Marcus is one of the most trustworthy people on the planet. So if that's what Billy said, that's what I will defer to. I have an extremely high opinion of Billy Marcus. And I look forward to speaking with him again in front of an audience. That was great. You were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. That much is true. Yeah, those forecasts are usually way low or way high. $3 feels pretty ambitious to me, but who knows? I'm not going to count it out. I think it's possible. It's just, very ambitious. It all feels so toxic at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, but whose fault is that? What am I missing in the chat here? Can I be a mod? I will serve and protect. Erectile reptile. Erectile reptile, just make another comment in the chat, and then your answer will be there for you, my friend. Buy the dips, eat them chips, says Peachtree. Andy says, I'm walking to the bank with my Wrangler jeans with the dip. Can ring on the left back pocket to pay off my loans while my banker crying over his Bitcoin. Yeah, you guys. I think Dogecoin holding it at 48 cents is really good compared to how the rest of the market's behaving right now. I think it's really good. Honestly, folks. And another green candle is a brewing. Yep. Let's see if the next week of their forecast is accurate. Yeah, well, yeah. Let's check out let's just check out the next week first. Yeah, BTC is way down, all the way down. Going down low. Guys, if you're new here, I would like to encourage you to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And if you've already subscribed, hit the notification bell, because a lot of times people will subscribe, but they won't hit the notification bell, and then they'll end up missing shows. They'll end up missing late-breaking news. I get these messages all the time that said, oh, I can't believe I missed so-and-so, this guest, or whatever, this or that. So if you hit that notification bell, then you'll never have to wonder again. Wow, a couple super chats coming through. Thank you, guys. Wonder Fruit. I like that. Wonder Fruit, $20. Thank you for that. Please go search Sheesh Moon token on Google. Well, you know, I gotta hand it to you. I don't know if this is a real token or not, but if it is, I gotta hand it to you. You did come in with a generous super chat, so you know, you come in, you want to shill your coin with a super chat. You're more than welcome to do that. That's fair. And so Sheesh Moon is the real coin. I don't know anything about it, you guys. You know I'm skeptical of most BSC coins, to be fair, but I gotta say the name made me laugh. So take that for what it's worth. The name made me laugh. So there we have it. Thank you for your super chat, Wonderfruit. Version layer coming in $5. Thank you for that. Version layer. It almost sounds like another term. I don't think I should say in the air. version layer. Thank you for your $5 super chat. Jack Dorsey is stepping into the fray now. What problems do you think can come of that? Ooh, is he really? So Jack Dorsey is a Bitcoin maxi. This is something. And Jack Dorsey still hasn't made a Dogecoin emoji, default emoji, like he has with Bitcoin and Binance. I mean, he gave BNB coin one of those, for crying out loud, but not Dogecoin. I don't like Jack Dorsey. I've never liked Jack Dorsey. I won't say that on Twitter for obvious reasons, but I don't trust him. I think he's kind of a pompous douche. So we'll have to keep a close eye on that. And that's why I think that's why I always advocate for the expansion of alternative social media platforms, because we do need a backup plan, because we can't trust people at the helm like Jack Dorsey. We can't trust these people. But the problem is, Twitter is a great platform. I love Twitter. I just don't like the censorship, and I don't like the authoritarianism and the censorship at the hands of whatever Jack's whims are. Is basically what you're subject to, right? So we just need a Twitter that doesn't. We just need something that's a lot like Twitter that and functions as well. That just doesn't have that component to it, in my opinion. M2720, $5 super chat. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Love you already. I own 0 crypto, 3 days nonstop research, ready to drop 500. Good start. Tonight, a good night. Won't dip under 48 before next pump. Well, firstly, welcome to the channel and welcome to cryptocurrency. You ask a lot of questions there, so let me try to do my best. $500. Look, I think $500 is a great initial investment on Dogecoin. Personally, do I think it'll dip under 48 before it goes up again? I don't know. I can't answer that with any transparency. I can't answer that. What I can tell you is I do think 48 cents is still a good buy-in. Still good buying price, in my opinion. I feel that this coin has massive potential that's brewing right before our very eyes. You just got to be patient, though. If you do drop that $500, you have to look at it as a long-term growth investment rather than something you're just trying to turn and burn over the next couple weeks or a couple months. I hope that helps you, my friend. And thank you for joining the show, and thank you for your contribution. Appreciate it. What's up, Alan? Green Weenies. What's up, Pink Tuba? Yeah, we're getting close to 49 cents. Not too shabby, folks. Jose says, awesome show, bro. Keep up the good job. Thank you, man. Thank you, my friend. By the way, if I think most of you follow me on Twitter, but in the event that you do not, I'd love to stay connected with my audience through Twitter. So feel free to give me a follow over there right now. And I'm going to put my Twitter URL in the chat for you. Mitty Green coming with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Mitty Green. FYI, Mastodon is a decentralized Twitter alternative. Thank you for that. I've heard of Mastodon, but I haven't. I don't have an account, obviously, but I've heard of it. The problem is also, so I'm looking it up right now, Mastodon Social. Thank you for that. Maybe I will create a Mastodon account just as a backup. And it has to have night mode in order for me to use it a lot. If it doesn't have night mode, that's a non-starter for me, folks. I'm not going to gaze my eyes onto just bright white all the time. Nope. But thank you for that, Mitty Green. I will look into it. Someone asked me what are my thoughts on Holo. I don't have any thoughts on Holo. And I see someone I see someone's just shilling away Sheesh Moon. I have no thoughts on Sheesh Moon. You guys can do what you want with your money. You guys, it's obviously a red light district coin, but I'll give you this. It's a funny name. It's a funny name, but I don't know. Thank you. Just thank you for your super chat. That's all I got to say. Yeah, Matic is one of the few coins doing pretty well right now. Oh, Kermit Green, $3.99 super chat. Sorry, I almost missed you there, my friend. Kermit Green, thank you for your $3.99 super chat. Appreciate it. Dorsey better not block Elon. It's more like Dorsey better not deplatform Elon. I almost feel like Elon should make his own version of Twitter at this point that we can all collectively jump to. Steven, where do you think all the money that is leaving Bitcoin's going? To Doge, or are people holding their capital? I think they're holding it mostly right now because they're nervous. But I think that a lot of it will eventually be rolled. I think some of it's being rolled over into Doge right now. But I think we're going to see a lot more of it rolled over into Doge in the near future. And into a few other top 10s. Steven, can we check in on Catcoin, please? Isn't Catcoin, yeah, that's Carol Baskin's coin. Carol Baskin coming to you just to talk to you about a very special project of mine, Catcoin. Hey, all you cool cats, kittens, and investors. Celeste says you only get to shill your coins through Super Chat. That's largely true. This is correct. Yeah. That's my Carol Baskins impersonation, guys. Let's see. Yeah, we are going to 49 cents, it looks like, guys. Looks like we're going to 49 cents. Christopher Earl coming in at $6.90. Thank you for that, Christopher Earl. Appreciate you, man. Hashtag accept Doge for Super Chats. I wish, if only, right? If only YouTube allowed that. But sadly, we are restricted to the USD with the Super Chat format with YouTube. But thank you. Appreciate it. I agree with you. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it, man. Tiffany coming in again, $4.99. Doge shill. I like that. She's shilling the Doge on her Super Chat. Appreciate you, Tiffany. Thank you for that. Invest in simp coin, someone says. That probably is. That probably is a coin. I can already tell you right now it's probably a coin without even looking it up. All right, guys. I'm still in Puerto Rico, and most Bitcoin holders are saying Doge is definitely a competitor. So that is the word on the street in Puerto Rico, Will Rodriguez says. Thank you for that, man. Good to know what the climate is over there. KJ says, night, guys, popping in the feed. Some great news. Doge to $1. Remember ETH. Thank you, KJ. Appreciate you. Are you going to invite the real Carol Baskins onto the show? Yeah, I'll invite Carol Baskins onto the show. I'll let her shill Catcoin. I'll invite her. I don't know if she'll accept, but I'll invite her, Carol Baskins. Hey, all you cool coins and kittens. Carol here with my good friend Steven Steele on Doge After Dark. Hey, what's up, Nurse Terry Reed? Good to see you. She says her legs are like rubber. Sounds like you've been working up a storm. Take it easy. Put your feet up. Put your feet up, Terry Reed. What's up? Screaming Armenian. I see you, man. What's up? What's going on, my cool cats and kittens? Holy smokes. Johnny Abera coming with a massive, massive super chat. Thank you so much, Johnny. Major appreciation there, man. Thank you so much. Coming in at $99.99. Just whale style. Thank you, Johnny. Johnny Abera says, cheers to Steve, Doge family, and the Doge After Dark mods for holding down the fort and bringing the positive vibes. 100%, Johnny. Johnny Abera, a big contributor to the show. Awesome dude. Super big Doge supporter, Doge community supporter. Obviously a big supporter of the show. Johnny has been with me since the very beginning, since I first started just since I first went solo. Like, literally, I think the guy was in my first solo show on Twitter when I was just kind of barking into the phone before Twitter Spaces or anything like that. Thank you so much for your generosity, Johnny. And it's really, it's this kind of stuff. It just enables me to cover this as full time as I do. So just thank you for that. Really grateful for that. Christopher Earl coming through with $5. Do you think Carol has a show called Tigers After Dark? I don't know, man. Maybe I feel like it'd be called something like Kittens After something with a K or a C. But thank you for that super chat, Christopher. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Johnny Yabera is amazeballs, 100%, man. That guy, above and beyond Call of Duty, amazing guy. Amazing guy. Isaac Castillo, thank you, Isaac, coming in with the $5 super chat. Carol Baskin's Tigers, also Doge. Tiger blankets are only part of their net worth. Carol Baskin's Tigers, also Doge. Tiger blankets are only part of their net worth. Thank you, Isaac Castillo. Thank you for the amusing super chat. I'm always. That's 2 Carol Baskins super chats in a row. Thega says, please do more Carol voice. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Welcome to Doge After Dark with your man, Real Deal Steven Steele. Tonight, the topic is Elon goes scorched earth on the whole mother. The rest of the show in Carol voice, someone else says, oh boy. That's a lot of Carol, folks. That's a lot of Carol. Billy is a good dude. I agree. Billy's the best dude. We want Carol, they said. Did he sit on the mic again? No, I didn't sit on the mic again, Celeste. I'm allowed to pause, okay, guys? Sometimes you just gotta let me pause, you guys, for as much talking as I do. We haven't heard from the Crypto Cowboy in a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. I'll pull them out when the context makes sense the next time. Jeremy Abbott, thank you for your $4.99 super chat, Jeremy. Carol Baskin did it, he says. Carol Baskin did it. Blame it on Carol. Thank you, Jeremy. 52-year-old friend, what is this Sailor Moon? Man, BTC Twitter is toxic right now. Yeah, no kidding. Jonathan Marino coming in with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate you, man. For those bad at math, Doge equals Earth currency. Yes, yes. Love it, Jonathan. I see what you did there, my friend. Yeah, the rage. the Bitcoin rage is pretty out of control. Thank you for that, Mr. You know who you are. You sent me that, you inboxed me those screenshots. I'm taking a look at that. Thank you for that. Golden Greaser, $2. Thank you, Golden Greaser. Let's see here. Tyler Davis coming in at $1.99. Thank you, Tyler. A breakup went to filing the divorce papers. BTC. Thank you. Okay, yeah. A lot of people are breaking up with BTC right now. Not just Elon. I think a lot of people are. A lot of people are just haven't even decided where to reallocate. But I think we know where it's going, gang. I think we know where it's going. If a company came in and made a massive purchase of Doge, what would that show as a green candle? Would that show up as a green candle? Yeah. I mean, anytime you get massive purchasing of a coin, it's going to express itself as a green candle. Yeah, absolutely. Terry Reed coming with a generous super chat of $24.99. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate you so much. Took time out today. Worked out on my Peloton and was having withdrawals from you, Steven, and my Doge army. What an absolute sweetheart. What an absolute sweetheart. Those Pelotons, man, are awesome. I know a few people that are hooked on their Pelotons. Thank you, Nurse Terry Reed. Appreciate you so much. Glad you're taking time. And thank you for your generous super chat. Always a delight. Nurse Terry Reed had a birthday. She had a birthday. Was that yesterday, Terry? I think it was just yesterday your birthday was. Insert bad Peloton joke here, someone says. Believe in the Doge, Father Donnie says. Yes, believe. Stephen, do you eat French toast for breakfast and Texas toast for dinner? I'm not a big fan of toast, period, in real life, but if I had to choose between the two, I would say turn that Texas toast into French toast, my friends. Dip it, lather it, fry it up. Get that egg batter on. Sounds like you've come a long way, Will Rodriguez. Good on you, man. All right. Are you Italian, Mr. Steele? A lot of people ask me that. I am not. I'm not Italian. I am half English and half Dutch. And a smidge German. This is true, dire Havoc. Facts. FAX. Do you speak Dutch? To my mother's chagrin, I do not. I do not. But I love the Dutch people. I love the culture. I love going over there. I love visiting. I love the Netherlands. Big fan, big fan. Mario Dutch is so hard. Yeah, Dutch is very hard to learn, in my opinion. Facts. Facts. Let's see what you guys got here. How much Bitcoin? Oh, no, how much Bitcoin? I don't own hardly any Bitcoin anymore. I traded a lot of it out for Doge and Ethereum and VeChain. Yeah, I just heard about that. What was going on with that token? Gremlin. Someone just messaged me about that. If there's money to be made, there's money to be made, but just be careful. Just be careful, my friend. Steven Steele, how can we catch up on what's going on on your Twitter space? I haven't heard of any of them. So I think the best thing you can do, guys, in regards to that is just make sure when you follow me on Twitter to hit the notification bell. So it's kind of like the same with YouTube, right? So you can follow me on Twitter, but most people, when they follow someone on Twitter, they don't even think about hitting the notification bell. So make sure you do that, guys. And I think, I don't quote me, but I think if you hit the notification bell, you'll automatically get notified when I go live there. When I do a live Twitter space. In Twitter spaces, they're not scheduled. They're just kind of more spontaneous. If I have a few moments or if I have something on my mind. And sometimes it's nice for me to open up a room to some speakers that I'm familiar with that I could just kind of sit back and not do so much talking. That's kind of a nice change of pace for me to do sometimes. as I'm sure you guys can understand. Uh-huh. Okay, let's get back to see what's going on in here, guys. What chart is your best, in my opinion? 30. It depends, you know. That question just depends what the context you're looking for. I mean, I think they're all beneficial for different reasons. Obviously, when I'm doing a live stream, I usually keep it on a 1 minute or a live ticker, like this. So otherwise, as my friend Upshot, who's also a content creator, says, when in doubt, zoom out. Gives you a much better perspective on where a coin has been long term. It also gives you, when you look 3 months or longer back, you can see the algorithms and all that stuff too. So. Good morning from Belgium. Hello, Mr. Boots. Good to see you again. All right, here we're gonna go to full chart. And we're going to take a look at this. A little too big. This chart's a little too big in here. We're going to give a little shrinky dink. Still a bit too big. That's about right. All right, Terry Reed. Sweet dreams, sweet dreams. Steven, do you think Dogecoin will be ready for use of the FIFA World Cup? Hopefully. I think so. I think it'll be ready by then. Doge Leprechaun, good to see you guys. And for those of you guys who don't follow me on Twitter, you need to change that. Follow me on Twitter. Then you can see my special exclusive lives when I do those on Twitter too. Make sure to hit the notification bell on Twitter too, guys. Will says, we about to go parabolic to 80 cents. I love the optimism. Christopher Earl coming in $5. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you, man. Are you recommending a block after your alter ego Doge After Dark account? Are you recommending a block after your alter? You know, the guy that was starting to do Doge After Dark shows on Twitter, you know, he did reach out to me and he did sincerely apologize, even though I knew that he knew that I had a show called that. But he did reach out and he did apologize profusely and said that he would stop doing Twitter streams of the same name as my show. So that's good enough for me. I don't like to hold grudges or unnecessary beefs against people, and I welcome apologies. So it's water under the bridge. Yeah. Do you think Robinhood or Voyager will get wallets first? At this rate, I think for Doge, so Robinhood, I mean, Voyager actually does have personal wallets, but it's restricted right now in terms of you can't send or receive Dogecoin. This is something I was told in the past through people associated that worked for Voyager, said that they were going to get done pretty quickly, but they still haven't gotten it done. So I have been hitting them up about it. I'm a bit underwhelmed with their lack of attention to that. So I would say Robinhood would probably be first at this point. Steven, I was wondering about that when I saw you both on the space earlier. Yeah. You know, he did go out of his way to apologize, and he said he wasn't going to do it again. And Andy says because he got 100+ original Doge. Yeah, I think you guys are having my back on that. Yeah, he yeah. I'm not gonna say anything more about it, but thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys having my back. I'm changing my name to Stephen Steele and starting a show called Doge Before Dawn. That'd actually be a pretty funny troll. It would get annoying probably after a couple weeks. It really would. But at first, it would make me laugh pretty hard. Steven Steele, how do you say steel in Spanish? I have no idea, man. You tell me. You tell me, Esteban. The coin flip is a lot smoother. Yeah, I've been working on the stuff. I've been working on it. I've been working on the production quality. Fiaro Campa. I hope I'm not saying like something derogatory. Steven, next time we make sure give us a heads up so we can lock these attack dogs back up. Thank you, MD. Yeah, we'll do, my man. We'll do. Oh, yeah. So much anticipation. I'm going to change my name to Chicken Supreme and watch Steven and Doge before dawn. Chicken Supreme. Chicken Supreme. I feel like someone should actually follow through with creating a YouTube account named Chicken Supreme and then battle it out with Beef Supreme in the comments. Beef Supreme versus Chicken Supreme. That's pretty funny. You guys got some good ones tonight. Pretty good, in the words of Larry David. Steel is acero. 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 I think it's just acero. Change my last name to Acero. That way I can be Esteban Acero. That does sound pretty cool. Esteban Acero. Surge the Cluck. That sounds so dumb. Surge the Cluck. Oh, man. The Crypto Red Light District or the real one in Amsterdam? I've visited both, my friends. Yeah, so let's see where Bitcoin is right now. Bitcoin's hanging tough. And I mean tough, it's not doing well, but it's hanging tough at about 4270, 42,800, about there. Soy Supreme is another. Oh man, you guys are cracking me up. You guys are cracking me up. I got nothing for soy. No spending, my friend. Just checking the scene for giggles. It's definitely good for that. This is crazy. I want everyone to do good, but Bitcoin is not affecting Doge. Yeah, I mean, now we're seeing, it is affecting Doge, but not nearly to the degree that it's affecting that it should be if Doge was trading and mirroring Bitcoin, right? Yeah, Bitcoin is getting down to 42,000. I am so glad. Yeah. I am so glad that I pulled most of my money out of Bitcoin, man. And I did it a couple weeks ago. Let's see here. Let's check the time. I hate when you're just like hanging out and your phone just goes missing. You know it's like right by you, right? It's like right under you or under something around you. It's like, you know the phone's right by you, but you can't find it. That's what I'm experiencing right now. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're at 1:45 in the morning, guys. Yeah, it's really taking a toll on Ethereum. I think Ethereum's going to be fine if you just hold on. Hold on for one more day. Doge is looking like this ultimate investment at this point, guys. I just found my phone. Thank you. I just found it. Look at Chicken Supreme. Tiffany is now Chicken Supreme. That's amazing. Elon tweeted at 3 a.m. as usual, probably. I know, Kyle. It's wild, man. Wild, man. Wild. Yeah, that Elon token that just popped up already crashed. It already hit its one and done spike. And that's all coins like that. All tokens like that are meant to do. Make a small amount of people some quick little money and then get out. But we love Elon. We love Elon here. We love him. All right, gang. Listen, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so that you never have to wonder when I go live again. Speaking of which, someone says Elon is live. Is that true? Is that true? Elon is live where? I don't see Elon live anywhere. Yeah, I don't see that. You can't come in this room and make claims like that. Live on what? Golden Greaser, $2. Thank you, Golden Greaser. Thank you for the super sticker. The Shiba Inu super sticker. Another one coming in. Shiba Inus, yay. Thank you, girl, Golden Greaser. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Golden Greaser, keeping them coming in. Shiba Inu, pointing to the stars, pointing to the sky, pointing to the moon. That's what we love to see. Thank you so much, Golden Greaser. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, be careful of those channels, guys. And yeah, be careful, Mark, because what they do, whether it's like through Elon or like or Jackson Palmer, or they'll take old interviews and then they'll say that they're live, and then they'll usually have like a channel banner that tries to get you to give them Dogecoin or cash. It's always like a scam or something, so be careful. Be careful, guys. Sounds about right, Wildin' Out. Sounds about right. All right. Ivan, I just want to make sure I pronounce this right, my friend. Ivan Pantaleon. Pantaleon. I think that's a good Italian name, right? Ivan Pantaleon. Thank you, Ivan. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for that. Thank you for that super chat. With the little Doge dog there. Thank you, my man. Did Elon tweet? No, he did not. No worries, Mark. I know you didn't know any better. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, gang. I've been going strong. I've been going strong here since 9:30. Now we're at 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. 3.5 hours, gang. I've been streaming 3.5 hours. I'm on Alert News if I'm online. Thanks, Steven. All right. Yeah, I think I got to wind this one down, guys. I've been going on about 3.5 hours now. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you keep telling people about this show. Let's keep growing it. We are growing, and I notice our crowds are getting a little bigger every day. Let's keep doing it. So make sure you tell people about this show. Invite people. Shoot them a link, whatever. KRN Yoshi coming in with the $2.99 super chat. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for the big thumbs up. I appreciate that. I love it. I'm on Central Standard Time, my friends. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Make sure you stay connected to me on Twitter. Yeah, you guys know where to find me. Awesome, guys. Well, stay positive. Keep the Doge momentum going strong. And we are going to win in the end. This was a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. Appreciate each and every one of you. Take care. This is Steven Steele. Signing off.